Yes, brother and sisters, bless up again. As I touch in and touch base again for touch another little topic where me and our brethren touch base on it one time, and when me show him the scripture there and explain to the person in details, especially with what is happening now, from all of the wars coming up and where the Bible say. Because everything written in a scripture in a brethren, Yahweh in his great wisdom place all things there and explain all things to the prophets, that the prophets could have had them written down as a witness to man and against man, and in creation that his way is just and right, and what he has said is always established and cannot be changed. First of all, bless up brothers and sisters on every media, every social media, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, where information is being put in out today to make clarity many things that are perplexing the mind, perplexing the heart, questions that are asking and there was no answer for. We weren't getting these answers from our leaders nor in churches, because many of these things are being hid from the masses to keep the people in a certain position for exploitation, to reign over the people, and have the people to be subjected to what they say is right and what they think is right, but not lined up with the principles of the scriptures. For we know that every nation have their own gods, and their God give them their writings in their books, or give to their priests to give them whatsoever it is from ancient time. We have all these things scientifically today, in history today, but every different nation speaks of this. But the God of the Hebrews, Yahweh is his name, gave his people an instruction by the prophets, which fulfills not only in our nation and upon our people, but also upon other nations as well. And if they're willing to come to this fold and walk in this principle, they also will be counted and being grafted amongst us, the people of Yahweh. But I am saying, so many people today, mess up their families over simple stuff, and this is a thing that I think some pastors should start to look into this and touch this topic to explain to the people that this is foolishness. It is time now to come away from that and show this part of the Bible. Now, many people today married 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 10 years, when whatsoever. And one little situation happen. They have children, they have house, they have land, all manner of things, and mash up their life for one simple little thing. Oh, in cheat upon me, what a foolishness. Where did such word come from and such thing come from? Okay, let us go to the scripture and see what the scripture says. Because King Yahweh put everything there. Now, it has been said, what is a concubine law and what is a wife law? Now, this is where we get into. A lot of people read about Solomon and his legendary wives and concubines, David and his legendary wives and concubines, but we don't see any scripture that says Yahweh condemn these men for these actions. But we see in Timothy where it says a priest or a deacon or a minister must have one wife. But it didn't say anything about the mass of the people. It also said to the king that the king shouldn't multiply wives, but also they multiplied wives. But still you didn't hear any report that Yahweh judged them or Yahweh was displeased with them for this matter. Yahweh also said in Samuel that David, why I am hungry with you, it is because you killed Uriah the Hittite and took his wife. This is against the law. But if you had wanted more, I would have given you such and such. So even the king himself said this thing. So why is it that we are destroying ourselves for this today? And this is foolish, and this is not the teaching of Yahweh. No. It has been said in Isaiah 4 verse 1, and it shall come to pass, said Yahweh, that 7 women shall take hold to one man and say, we will eat our own bread, wear our own clothes, but only let us be called by your name to take away our disgrace. Now, this is what is coming, and shall every word that the prophet spoke in shall be fulfilled. Now, So much men is dead off in war, so much man is in prison, so much man gone the other side, and something happened the other day that is decreasing the birth rate, especially of men. And you realize from old time that there is always more women being born than men. That is why the concubine law was in place. And the concubine law go as follows. The woman cannot be married, and the woman can't have a next man, because as it was written and said, there should be no harlots amongst the children of Israel. So if the man married, the man is entitled and can also have a next woman, which is a concubine. But guess what? Hear the part now. The wife is the one that have to find that suitable woman to be a help in the household, to make sure there is peace in the household, and is not one that's going to come and cause trouble. That's why Sarah gave her handmaid to Abraham and said, being that I am not having any children, go in unto my maid, and maybe Yahweh will cause me to bear by her. But listen what happened now. Afterward, when the woman saw that she bear child, it said she become disrespectful towards her mistress, and that is where the problem comes in. She stepped out of line, which shouldn't have been done, because the wife is always at the head, just like how you'd have the king. So that's how the wife would be at the head of the mistress, or at the head of the concubines and so, because she's the one that would have to find the suitable woman that wouldn't cause any problem in the house, that would help to do the chores, help to take care of the children, see to that the house is run perfectly while the man is gone. So pitch tight like this. One is sick and the other one taking care of the other one, the man gone to work. One home doing whatsoever it is that is need to be done, and the man and the next one gone to work. No, pitch tight. Just pitch tight within your mind and see the wisdom of Yahweh. And we have perverted and changed all things that Yahweh has put in place. So this is what is happening today, brothers and sisters. Many of us are destroying our lives over a simple little thing that Yahweh has already set in place and fixed in place. It is only one, and the law tells you everything, how they do the don'ts, and how you can go about these things, brethren. It is only in the colonial countries that still don't hold this thing. You go to down in Africa, you know, down in India and these places, the concubine law still stands. That way of life still stands, and there is peace amongst these people and peace in the home. And it's getting more worse, to tell you the truth. I look at a video some time ago, and I saw that there's a country, women were marching naked, saying they want man, and it flashed me back immediately to Isaiah 4 verse 1. And even then, at that statistic, a little statistic was done, and I'm checking on it. I need to find it and post that as well. That one man can have 4 wives today, and it's still not enough man in the world to provide for all the woman that is there. Tell me if Yahweh's word is not true, brethren. But if we do things according to the law and the principle, it also warns in Proverbs, for jealousy is the rage of a man, and in the day of wrath he will not spare, no matter how much gifts you give him. Why? Because you touch his wife. That is why the commandment say, thou shalt not, you shall not touch your neighbor's wife, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. So once she belongs to a man, once she belongs to a husband, you have no legal jurisdiction to be in anything with her. But if she's untaken according to Yahweh's law that he gave Moses, and this is the next thing, a lot of people say, oh, Moses law, come on, man. Be sensible about this. Moses always said, thus says Yahweh, not thus says Moses. But thus says Yahweh your Elohim, to speak unto the children of Israel. So this was the way of life for us until the whole Christian ideology came into place. That wasn't set in place for us. That was set in place by the Roman Catholic Church and by Rome for political reasons, brothers and sisters. So when we go back and check history, we see why our life is so miserable today. That's why Jamaica implement that law, what they call it now, the common law wife law. It is already in the Bible. So they're doing nothing different, and they are also the children of Israel, the Jews, which when they check their history, they will understand who they are, what was hidden from them, and so on. And many of our other brothers and sisters in the Caribbean here and other islands are the children of Israel, because we were sent out of the other people's country, sent out of Europe, sent out of England, sent out of Spain by the Inquisition that was against us, saying that the Roman Catholic Inquisition to kill, let me say it better, because of media purposes, to unalive the people that still hold to any commandment and any law of such, because they say about us that we are the murderer of their blessed Jesus. That is what they said. We are the murderer of that man. So they clear us out of the country, and because of this Inquisition to burn people at the stake and so on. This is so prevalent in history. So I don't want to go too long in it, but this is the concubine law. So if a woman is not married, and a man that has his little girlfriend, or a woman that has a little boyfriend, and stick to that one person, you want to tell me that they are committing sin, and then you want to let it be like they're criminals in what they're doing? If you even go all the way to Revelation, it says, when it says whoremonger, let me explain to you what is whoremonger. Whoremonger is a man that goes around and sleep with harlots. Harlots. And who is a harlot? A woman that sleep with many different men. So the Bible explains in details Yahweh's instruction to tell you how to do, what not to do, and how to go about everything that you go about. But if the woman wants to dwell with you, you have a wife, and the woman wants to dwell with you, and your wife alright with it, you alright with it, she alright with it, she falls under the concubine law, and Yahweh gives that instruction how it is done and how it is not to be done. So brothers and sisters, stop destroying your life because yes, one friend come tell you say, oh, me see your husband and me see him with one woman there, and boy, him try if you hide it so good and whatever, you create a problem and destroy how much years of marriage. Oh, you have one little boyfriend or one little girlfriend not go on so long, and one little thing happen and you destroy your long years of relationship, 6 years, 7 years, because one friend come tell you say, boy, I see him with one woman around there, so, or I see my talk with somebody, so, or you see my text in my phone. Your duty is to find out what is the issue and make solution to fix the problem. Yahweh bless you. Let us be wise, not former fools as we were, not knowing, but because the light of knowledge has come, let us hold to it. Yahweh bless you. Take care.